You like making people uncomfortable.
It might be because if everyone's uncomfortable, if everyone's uncomfortable, I'm usually the most comfortable person there.
He loved to come at me at all times.
About what?
Anything. Alright, y'all. You hearing it live right now.
Sometimes.
Coming at my head, bro. And I sometimes like, bro, you need to relax.
I just think it's you just gotta have.
There's times where I just can't pick up the phone because I'm just like, it's not today.
What do you mean?
That's cap.
Oh my god, that is so nice.
Y'all, Naruto, come on, like.
Don't laugh
He
at
was
me,
just
but
saying
I
that.
like the originals, you know what I'm saying?
No, that was good.
Hey, let's watch a Disney channel. Boy.
Y'all know about that Static Shock, though. Come on.
I was literally just about to say.
Did you watch Static Shock? Static Shock.
I met his voice actor, bro. He was,
You did?
Philip, my dude is cold, dope, bro.
Wait, he voices every
Static
single
Shock
black,
is fire.
every single black, everything.
And Samurai Jack.
He's
Man's
black,
got
yeah.
range,
He got
bro.
range.
He got range.
All right, I got a question because I feel like we just gonna be like
We gonna be vibing, man.
Did you
too
watch
much,
it,
yeah,
right?
I got y'all after this. Even if you white, we gotta tap in, for real.
Hey, you have to.
Yeah, you be like.
But okay, so
Why does that bother you?
you didn't have to point that out, bro. Okay, so in regard to dating and whatnot, my first girlfriend, she ended up being a Russian girl, and my dad was he always used to throw hints at me, man. You know, she's nice and all that stuff, and like he would never say it, but I knew like upbringing he had, he dealt with a lot of.
That's you, bro.
What? How's
That's you, bro. You like Russians.
I like what I like. I don't know if it's specifically Russian, but it's Eastern European.
Like, yeah, for sure. For sure. Mister, I don't got a type.
It's not my only type. I think that's just my type if they're light.
See how you came back from that? You see how you came back from that statement?
What?
Because I said, Mr. No type. And he was like, that's not my only type.
Yeah, cause I got other types. That just, for that look, I like that look. I
Heard
like
it.
those features.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that.
Racism stuff, so we kind of have like the hesitance for like those type of relationships. Did your parents or family members
that's actually-
like say, hey?
I want to ask you the same thing because he's
up?
talking about that. Did your parents say anything to you about? Like, she's cool, but I feel like you be having that way more than me.
Nah,
I don't really have any pushback.
My mom had a conversation with me once.
Oh, what you? I want to hear this.
It was on the notion though. It's like, you don't like yourself some sisters, and I was like,
Hey, Mom, you brought me out here to the
that's what I'm
woods.
saying,
I grew up with all, I don't know anything.
Like
about that.
the majority of the school that I look around, it's just white people. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
What did she say?
This is how my preference just developed that way.
What did she say off that? Did you say that to her, or you were just like?
Yeah, that's literally. I was just saying like that's just my preference because like I'm
That's
just
why I
surrounded.
know, yeah.
It's like I don't have an issue with being
But
with a
it's
black
just
girl. I've
not-
been
it's
with a
not
black
here,
girl,
yeah.
but it's like.
What did she say from that? Was she like, "Don't ever bring a white girl in this house"? Is that the reason why
No.
you be worried about bringing people over?
No, that was just a rule. Like I couldn't have any girls.
I thought it was because like you just don't want to be.
No, that was just
think they'll
like
get
growing up.
lambasted?
Like it was really like you can't have any people. Like if I'm home alone, you can't have anybody over the house.
I
But
was never home
it
alone.
was definitely like a strong like. There's no girls up in this house.
I should have not followed some of those rules.
I mean,
I'm kind of upset that I did.
I did. There was times where I broke those rules, but
I never broke any of those rules. I never left. I never went to someone else's house that I wasn't supposed to. I never broke any of those rules. I should have.
I never left the house when I was not supposed to leave the house. Like in terms of like going to a party or something like that.
It's honestly because it would have just been more of a.
No, that's not
It
like.
would just caused more of an issue. Like I think that's why I was like, I'm not getting these arguments over this stuff.
It really got, but for me, like when I turned to, I forget what age, or it was a certain time where I just started. I was just like, yo, ma, dad,
Once I went to college,
I'm going out.
Once I went to college, then it was just like.
Oh, college, forget about it. But
know.
like it was probably maybe junior or senior year, where I like my parents. We had like my parents trust me enough where I could.
What
Literally
about
just
with
be
your brother?
like, I'm
Do they
leaving.
do that with your brother or?
I don't know. My brother, because
Oh wait, you
he
guys
was
like-
out the house.
You guys like 30 years age difference or something, right?
30 years? No, it's 11.
Oh, alright.
30 is deep.
That might not even be possible now that I think about it. But yeah.
Yeah, like I don't. Yeah, it just came a point in time where I was just like, all right, now I can just say, listen, I'm going over here, and they'll be like, all right, cool, and then that was it.
Yeah, these are those youngest sibling type vibes.
Yeah,
The parents get.
because
Like,
you're the older
it is what it is.
sibling, right?
Yeah,
You're the oldest.
oldest.
Word.
That's why. Oh
I
wait,
mean,
I didn't even say my part.
Wow.
I was saying, yeah, no one's ever said anything about like specific like issues of a specific type or anything like that. But I think it's also because I brought one person I haven't brought home before, a Spanish girl
Okay.
or a like Middle Eastern person. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, brought Asian girls home, white girls home, black girls home.
But the first,
That's
who
on
was
the
what was the first one?
Probably I'd say black girl.
So I think that's
we
why.
met from like
For me, like I literally
school or
so
not school,
far,
but met through some church thing.
so far, the only girls I brought home.
You didn't have like crushes and
I
guess that's
did.
true, you never had like
I did.
because like in
But
my
I never
church
brought
it was
them
all
home,
mostly
though.
like black girls. So like
Yeah, but
they were so there's plenty of black girls in that sense.
the only time that I went to church was when I was with my grandma, and my grandma died my early like high school years,
Okay.
and then so I basically just haven't gone
And your
to
parents
church.
don't go anywhere locally.
Yeah.
Outside of without that, it would have just been all mostly white girls then, because there's not really that many black girls that would go to that school.
Yeah, and I like also for like me,
There was like literally 4 black girls, maybe.
I probably didn't really see. I saw more culture in terms of like being around more of like the minority when I was in the city because my grandma lived in Manhattan.
The minorities that in my school were the bums, so it didn't really fit my purpose to like hang out for them for a long time.
Interesting enough, bro, it was really like it went in terms of like the
People just be
population
like
top
smoking
down.
and shit. Like all they want to do is just smoke and skate
Yeah,
and not
that
do
was-
anything. It's like, bro, I got aspirations I'm trying to do here,
And I can't.
and y'all aren't really like on that same type of time.
Yo, there was actually
So,
one time.
I had to like, when I was younger, I just like slowly like faded away from those people.
There was one time I was in high school, and I remember my principal came up to me because I was chilling with basically some group of people that necessarily weren't doing the best, and he literally told me, he was like, "Listen, you need to be careful who you surround yourself with."
I feel like someone has definitely told me that as well, and I was like offended because I'm like, bro, what does that have to do with me? More so, I'm like, middle school.
When he first told me, I was kind of put off by it, but like I knew he meant well because like I've had dialogues with him before, and it was funny because probably like fast forward a couple weeks, there was like a big fight and they were all involved.
There was times where I wanted to get involved in a fight so badly, but I think at that time I was just starting to like get bigger, and so I was in middle school. I was like probably, I think I was like, there might have been 2 girls that were taller than me or similar height, but I was taller than mostly everyone else.
What is that like, bro? Because I feel like you just be looking at just a sea of heads.
Everyone else, but I didn't really feel that much stronger because I was just, because you're growing in height, but you're not really like
And like
in width. So I was really like spindly. I imagine I felt like.
Slender Man.
So yeah, so I never really felt like that strong until like maybe recently more. I've
Yo,
always
you
felt
been
like
you been in the gym. let them
I've
know.
always been
You
feeling
been in
more
the gym.
just lanky, and then so I think maybe that was part of it, why people weren't starting fights with me specifically. I would try to like goad people into fights, but it didn't always like work.
Let's go with you, bro.
Well, there'd be basically there'd be people I didn't like, and for whatever reasons, and I would just start like antagonizing them in class, or like to other people.
You was bullying, bro?
No, I wouldn't say it was bullying. They're more popular than I was, but
Nah, I hear you. I'm joking.
but it's more so like, yeah, I don't know. I tried to just get people to
To square up.
not just square up. It's like,
To
or
get-
use your words, like, because
To get
really,
tight. You like making people uncomfortable.
it might be because if everyone's uncomfortable, if everyone's uncomfortable, I'm usually the most comfortable person there.
He loved to come at me at all times.
About what?
Anything. Alright, y'all. You hearing it live right now.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
coming at my head, bro. And I sometimes like, bro, you need to relax.
I just think it's you just gotta have.
There's times where I just can't pick up the phone because I'm just like, it's not today.
What do you mean?
That's cap. That's cap.
Alright, let's continue this video. Getting off script.
My mother was from Shreveport, so you know she used to be on that. And she was older when she had me. She was already like in her late 50s, so
Okay.
she wasn't playing with none of that really.
I don't think my parents ever they just want me to love who I love, but at the same time, I think there's always an underlying, like, you know, we would love for it to be about this.
I don't know, he could be. Because he said they just want me to love who I love, one. And then also,
I can see
there's something about like
the
gray-
mannerisms that he was going with. I can see where you're coming
the
from.
bald head and that outfit, and like the way he's moving, I don't know, it gives me...
Yeah, no. Listen, I'm not.
I don't know why
I just didn't
think that.
say it.
I don't know why I think that, but I do. I don't know the explanation, but...
Yeah, no. Listen,
that's what we're
I can
thinking.
say that I kind of was picking that up too, but you was the one who said it, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, he might be, I don't know.
It was actually the same for me. They never said don't bring a white girl home or anything like that, but I definitely know how it would make them feel if I was to bring a little sister for sure. Like, oh shoot, like you're
Bobby.
It was never my parents that told me that it should be... Like, my mom never said that. My dad never said that. But there was this one black Haitian woman who like would drive us around places.
Yeah.
She had other kids that are similar in age with us, and there was one time when me and her son were like dating these other two girls that are Haitian, and she was driving us between like dropping us off at like our places or something. We were hanging out at her house or something, and things were getting crazy at that time.
Okay, we can say that for another time.
Yeah, it's crazy. I forget about those times. Now that I think about that, I might have different views on some things that I've said about like crazy things that people are doing in groups, but
Oh yeah, he got a lot of things to talk about with that.
But on the way home, when she was driving back, she was talking about like why it's so important for like you to be with a black woman and like the cultural aspect, blah blah blah, and how it's like more connected.
We have a tie between Rob and Brevin.
I wish we could actually
that side of
know
Who they were voting for?
Yeah.
I'm Brevin. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Like I said, I didn't have a traditional like upbringing as far as like dating a lot of different people because I am a queer black man, but it took me a long time to get there. But
What?
as far
called it.
These are positive.
as home life, I had two parents, two older brothers, a little sister, super close. Yeah. This is hard. I don't know. I'm black, y'all. I'm black.
My name Robert. I go by Rob. I'm from South Central LA. We bounced all around. It was just me and my mother, 3 sisters and 2 brothers. I've been in and out the streets,
Stop it.
You
not
said
too
that's
much
cap.
school, and that's pretty much it.
That guy.
Bro, I
You
feel
see
like
his
this
face.
dude is just reading from a movie
Your
script,
script?
that's trying to pull in like a black family or something like that, bro.
He said we bounced around a lot, but he said they're from South Central. So how much? That he must
I
have
mean,
been
they could have been
moving
going
around inside of
yeah,
there. Yeah. That's true.
It's still capped though. I'm not jacking it at all.
When it came to Brevin, it
Still
seemed
the
like he was
most.
privileged, and I relate more to struggle. Hearing some of the things he was saying, it kind of like made me think and like second guess.
There could be a privilege
In my
black
brain, I
person
was like, this is
Yeah, that's the
probably
thing,
just
is
like
that
one of those.
we identify too strongly
with struggle and
with struggle, so
yeah.
that we think that like you can't be black and not be down and out your whole life.
yeah.
Cases where he could be white, and he's just a product of his environment.
Brevin, you can't vote.
I appreciate the try, bro.
It looks like we are tied again.
What?
I voted for
That's
Rob
crazy.
just because I think I heard everyone else speak a little bit more.
I also voted Rob. First of all, you know, I'm just gonna say that like the environment he grew up in, you know what I'm saying? I think that like, you know, that's just a case where he could like relate to a lot of like black people's struggles, you feel me? But he might not be like black in and of himself.
I voted for Brevin to get out.
I like
Not because Brevin necessarily said anything bad, but it was more so because of when Rob was talking. I felt like I was listening to one of my cousins talk. And he definitely sounds like he's from South Central for sure. Not a whole lot of white people down there. So
what if he is from
I'm
South
gonna say
Central?
he stays.
He might be.
Rob Black, that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact. Rob Black, he sound like people from around my way. So no offense to you, Brendan, but you gotta kick rocks.
I hear it in Brendan's voice too, though. Like, that's the thing.
I heard it in both.
I hear it for sure.
But Rob, like, I feel like I could say
Like
certain
we
things
just
to Rob.
once we have like make up our minds, it's like there's no articulation behind it. It's just like, nah, you gotta go.
Not just people.
You gotta go.
I don't know. That's a black specific.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's
But
made
it's
his
like-
mind because he sounds the same, and so he's like, oh well,
Yeah,
must be.
gotta go. Okay.
Up on it quick. If I say certain things to the other, it's like, is you gonna really relate or?
Yeah. You know, I
No
think
disrespect.
that.
What
but
does hit and lick?
That's crazy.
Take me away.
Rob sound like he know good catfish.
You ever think
I'm
you
not
could
sure
rock
why
a
I gotta
ball
let it
head?
out. I feel that
Oh,
a
really?
lot of times I've felt that I'm too white for the
Like, I
black
feel
people
you
and
gotta
too
have
black for
a
the white people.
good skull to rock a bull head.
Yeah, you figured it out. No,
Like,
you
I
just
feel
have
like
to
if
be.
your skull is
No, I feel
dusty.
I feel like I got a skull shaped like The Rock, or a football shaped head. So you just have to be muscular enough, I guess. I gotta just get bulky in my old age. Start taking Anavar or whatever he takes.
Oh, what?
That man's not on. That man.
Oh, yeah.
That man is not natural.
But I just didn't know what
Anavar is like
Yeah.
some type of hormone.
word.
This video is sponsored by the Torn Collection.
Going to pieces and I don't know what to do. Feeling like I'm stuck, so I just leave it up to you to decide. Are you gonna help me make my heart combine or divide? I can't help it, wish I could just keep my feelings inside. Going to pieces and I don't know what to do. Feeling like I'm stuck, so I just leave it up to you to decide. Are you gonna help me make my heart combine or divide? I can't help it, wish I could just keep my feelings inside.
Lost in a world so cold, so rough, and I need some love, some hug. I just wanna feel fine. Lately I've been feeling all alone. Everything I ever want, I get it on my own. I don't feel like losing now, so I get inside my zone. And the devil want my life, and he won't leave me alone.
But it's okay, it's all good.
I think the mole is still in the box and you want to continue playing the game. Raise your hand.
Yeah, I failed. Oh, really? Wait.
No, stop. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I knew I wasn't gonna get eliminated.
Why is that?
White man.
I don't know. I just came in like I was gonna win. Really, I already said I was gonna win. So.
Anybody else got a question? All right, so let's make things a little bit spicy, you feel me? What's like one critique and or what's one thing that you think like black people could be like doing better than, or like a hot take about like black people?
I'll tell you what he's gonna say. I'll tell you what he's gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
Rob's gonna be like, I think we should be like sticking together more. Blah 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 blah. He's gonna say something like that. That's gonna be his angle.
All right, let's see.
Our community and stuff like that.
Since the beginning of the U.S., with the obvious mistreatment of black people, a lot of information pertaining to being able to further us as a people has been withheld from us. And more so recently, the information has been normalized to be pushed out, and this generation is really doing a lot to make sure that we are as gamed up as possible with all the tax information, with all that stuff, so we can no longer have those continuing circumstances of not having the information to be able to financially evolve as a people. And I think that's dope. But I also think that people need to really be on their P's and Q's with that stuff, because the more we sit around and don't go after this
Yo, pause real
information,
quick.
the more our situation continues.
I actually watched this documentary where it said that black families that actually have invested in the stock market is like 5% or something around there. It's like in single digits.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Brother, you need, for you to really gain a lot in the stock market, you need to have like a good amount of money in there. And in order for you to invest in anything, you need to be having, it's extra money. So it's like,
Yeah.
past your savings. So if you don't even have enough for really savings,
then you
definitely don't have enough to invest
for investing.
Yeah.
Right.
Things remain the same financially, even though we spend some of the most.
Which, for me, is why I think it's crazy that people be like hopped up on like design and things like that. Because you're just wasting money. Maybe you could have some
more,
but
buying
you're
a
living beyond your
belt.
means. People out here going to bargain places for food, but be driving a BMW. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. Obviously, food should be coming first.
Most money in the U.S., it never stays within the black community.
The gang banging.
Yeah.
That gotta stop.
Elaborate on that.
Well, it's no point in gang banging no more. I mean, if you think about it, you gang banging, and then it got so bad where you know everybody that run black in prison is together, even if you from the enemy side, op side, or anything. So if you go to prison, so if I supposed to gang bang, shoot somebody, and if I get caught and I gotta go to prison and get along with the people who I just slid on, it don't make no sense, and there's no money involved. So that's the first thing gotta go.
Don't be so quick to buy Gucci, Prada, Louis. Like,
exactly.
I mean, I'm not one to speak myself. I got Ricks and Suvi on, but at the same time, like, if one of the homies has a brand, you should be going to go buy that.
Other people be saying.
I think sometimes we over sensationalize like our pain, and I think that there's so much more to like the black community, whether it's joy or like having a good laugh or something. Like there's just so much more to us than like, you know, the pain that we go through, and I think that needs to be, you know, shown more in like our movies, our TV shows, just like the way we talk about like the way we talk about things.
I feel like our pain is shown a lot and
so much more.
profited on a lot in movie and TV shows.
Oh yeah, that is what. But certain people like want that because they feel like they need like representation.
Okay.
Instead of, I think I'm fine with having representation. I just think you can. Was that the person?
No.
Oh. I think you can just be. You can see yourself in something that you created. I'm not trying to see myself in how someone else sees me. That's not really. You know what I mean? Like
you
it's
want
not
to see yourself how you see yourself, and not how somebody else thinks. How somebody else sees you.
If it's gonna be relatable, yeah. 'Cause
yeah.
It's like if I'm gonna watch a story about like what women think guys are doing when they're in the locker room, it was probably gonna come off as cringy to me because it's like it's not realistic to.
Yeah, how it actually is.
And so it's just a bunch of stereotypes like just being piled on. It's like this is a mockery. So it's I think that the same thing is true about like cultures. If you want to make something, then you should make it. Like, I think things like different things like Jordan Peele has done in like the movies he's made. While some of them can be like a little bit too on the nose about race, like that other one that we watched with
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
That one wasn't as racial as some of the other ones.
Like Get Out.
Like Get Out was very racial. Us has racial undertones in it.
Yes, it does.
So like I'm tired of like seeing it only having to do with the race. I like the cinematography he does. And I know he could tell like good stories and it even could be centralized around black people, but acting as though like our lives are all like race is the only topic that goes on in our lives is not really true.
Yeah.
So like and the thing is that white people are coming to watch that because they want to see like the commentary on race. Yeah. So it's like I understand that maybe he wouldn't be able to sell them as big if it wasn't so racy, but yeah, it's something that
you enjoyed it because of the different diversity that he brought.
It's not about the diversity. I think it's quality storytelling.
Yeah.
Where to black people it can be relatable in a way that's not lowbrow humor or lowbrow like presentation, like maybe a Medea type of thing. But it also has quality like cinematography, like it's not shitty sets, shitty editing, like it's a good movie in that sense. So I think that is good. I think I'm a little bit tired of like racial commentary in movies. I just want a story that's good, talk about like what the human aspect of it more than like specifically black. Even if you're using like a black person, their race should be secondary to their humanity. I think that's something that they don't do as much. Like movies and things don't do as much. Well, not movies in general, but like things that I guess are made by us because the people who are consuming it want to see the race aspect of it.
Yeah.
I want to see black people doing goofy stuff on screen, not just being slaves, you know?
Right. Come on now, talk about it.
Or criminals, or they're gangsters, and killers.
Bro, that's not
Yeah.
even like a thing for America, but like you go to China, you go to like some of these other places, like that's all they see of us. You feel me?
Yeah.
Word.
That's also all we actually.
Y'all, I'm gonna be real. I think we're all good, bro.
Rob out.
What?
Sorry, Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game, raise your hand. All right, so that's unanimous. We're gonna end the game right then and there, okay? If the lights turn green, that means you voted the mole out and you all win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you all lose.
The thought popped in my head of, what if you had it wrong the whole time and the guy right next to you is the one?
3,
Yep.
2, 1.
Hindsight's 2020.
It is red. That means the mole is still here. You guys can lift your blindfolds in 3, 2,
What are some of the
1.
things that guy in the corner is like?
What? Just hold on, wait.
Rob. That's Rob. That's
I'm Brevin.
Brevin? Yo, what's up, Brevin? What's up, y'all?
Big ups to you, yo. Big ups to you. Hey, yo. Of course, there's been like a couple white boys who cool, but like not like Rob. Like that was different.
My name is Robert, but they call me Milk. I'm from South Central. I got adopted at 7 days old as a baby, like out the hospital to a black mother. So I was raised with her ever since 7 days old.
That's crazy.
My whole family was black. I didn't even know I never met the other people until I was like
That's dope.
grown. My upbringing was a little strange. I was the only white kid at every party, every birthday.
That's an interesting lifestyle.
That never really like bothered me, I guess.
Is it hard for you to fit in with white people?
Oh, it was. It's getting a little better.
That's
What about
interesting.
black? Is it easier or was it more difficult to get along?
Nah. I mean, that's all I was around my whole life. Jail, county jail, juvenile hall, every party, everything.
And your whole family, like they just all accept you, because I got sides of my white family that like they wouldn't even hold me as a baby because I had a black dad.
Hell nah. I had a good family.
Since my mom married a black man, they sat shivets for her, which basically in the Jewish community means that you're dead to me. And it's almost lone feeling that you get sometimes when you feel like you can't relate to anybody.
I was like the baby, low-key, like the youngest one.
Wow.
That's tough.
What is a misconception people have about black men?
Put us in a box that basically states that we're always angry or mad. There's a lot of happy black.
Are you a happy black?
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, what do you think about that video?
I think it was good. I actually find it interesting, like Rob's upbringing and his like kind of environment, because you kind of grew up in also a predominantly like white area, and so did I. So it's like it was just the reverse.
The switch of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I think. Yeah, that's definitely true. I think it happens way. I've never met as many people like him.
Yeah,
that was like me.
I have met other people, white people that were like that, and you can definitely tell like they have been more around black people when they were growing up. And it's just interesting to see because like the dialogue that you have with them and the back and forth is just like
different. It's
yeah, it's like
Wait, where am
like, you understand.
The way you're talking is different.
Yeah. I would say definitely good video overall. Let us know your thoughts. You know, if you have any notions about some of the topics that we talked about going through this video, drop a comment, and then we will get back to you on it. And if you guys also see any other videos that you would like us to talk about, link it, and then we'll do it, and we'll tag you in that as well. But appreciate y'all coming out. See you later.
Talk to us later.
Oh my god, that is so nice.